Welcome to the South Suburban Sports Complex, home of Valor Christian Hockey. This afternoon's Valor 5-way matchup features the visiting Mustangs from Ralston Valley High School and your Valor Christian Eagles. Let's meet this afternoon's starting lineups. First, the visiting Mustangs from Ralston Valley. At a wing, senior 13, Blaine Keller. Center ice from number 8, Mario Rodriguez. At a wing, 92, Cole Frankie. On defense, number 67, Sabo Cole. Also on defense, number 91, Spencer Lorraine. And starting goal for Mustangs, number 33, Caleb Bartholomew. The Mustangs are coached by Nick Spender. For your Valor Christian Eagles, at left wing, freshman 23, Maddox Charles. Center iceman, a senior, number 20, Noah Feckety. At right wing for the Eagles, a senior, 27, Henry Barnes. On left defense, a senior, number 6, Simon Trojan. Right defense for the Eagles, a senior, number 7, Aiden Owen. And starting goal for Valor Christian, a junior, number 1, Cooper Robinson. The Eagles are coached by George Gwozdecki. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd ask that you please rise for the opening prayer from Noah Feckety, and then remain standing as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem.
Please bow your head and pray with me. Dear Lord, we thank you for this amazing game that you gave us. We thank you for sending your Son and him making the ultimate sacrifice of dying for our sins. Lord, we pray that it's a great game between both teams and that both teams stay healthy. We pray this all in your holy name. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, your officials.
And good evening from the South Suburban Sports Center. This is Valor Hockey. I'm Manny Furtado for Shaw Hockey Productions. Glad to have you on board here today for the first game of the Chassis season, the 22-23 season, as Valor comes in, having won the championship of the CPHL season, the Colorado Prep Hockey League, the early season that determines the ability to go to nationals. So Coach spoke to George Gwozdecki before the game, and he said, in fact, that is the plan. So they are playing against a rival here who they met in the semifinals of the CPHL season, and that is Ralston Valley out of the Apex. They're coached by Nick Spinder. So we're just about ready to go. Valor in their home whites and RV in their visiting blues, both uniforms trimmed out with baby blue. As we've got 17 minutes up on the board, and we're set to go with Noah Fekete's line out there. He's got Maddox Charles, Henry Barnes, and on the blue line, it's Tarosian and Owen. And for RV, it is Keller, Rodriguez, and on the far side is LaGrange, as well as Crudo. And 91, that's LaGrange. And over on the far side is 92, Cole Frankie. We are underway, and the season has begun here as RV moves it back out to center, and Fekete rifles one back over to the far side, picked up by Aiden Owen, and swept in by Barnes, but not deep as Crudo was there. Crudo with a little backhand feed. Pass comes across behind Rodriguez, tries to pick it up. Tarosian's got it, and he sends it around corner to corner as Bartholomew, Caleb Bartholomew, number 33, is out there for RV. Opposite of him is Cooper Robinson, number 1, for Valor. And holding the line over on the near side is 25. That is for Valor, keeping the play in. That's Chase Whitmore. Fekete gets a stick on it, tries to keep it in to the zone. He's checked up against the boards by LaGrange. Fekete sprawling, and RV comes away with the puck, but not without a penalty. And we've got the game's first call here. We're just a minute into it here, less than a minute. And the game's first penalty is taken as Spencer LaGrange will go for a tripping call. And Valor gets the first power play. And so Valor will set up with the third line out there, Owen Walsh. And let's see who he's got out there. He's got Barnes with him. Barnes from that top line, he'll be on the left-hand side. And Brooks Wright. So Brooks Wright, number 15, lining up against the wall. Nicholas Morona and Daniel Galushko round out the 5 for Coach Gwozdecki. As Clark watching, puck comes back over to Galushko, rifles it back over to the far side, and Walsh steps into the zone, takes the game's first shot. Brooks Wright picks it back up, and he sends a pass beyond the reach of Morona. Galushko's got it. Galushko sends it up ice. Barnes hands it off, and Walsh marches in. Walsh sidesteps the check. Brooks Wright picks it up, and he sends it back out there over into the near side corner as Barnes looks to get there. Galushko tracks down the puck on the far side, and Morona's got it. Morona holding it there with the shot deflected up and into the netting. As we've got a whistle there with 1:16 remaining in the power play. Top line will come back out for Coach Gwozdecki with Maddox, Charles, Fekete, and Coveney. And let's see, Maddox, Charles, and Alfieri's over up against the wall. Aiden Owen is the lone defender, the lone defenseman on this power play. And straight ahead, he's got it. Slides it back over to Coveney. Coveney finds Fekete, poked off his stick by Rodriguez. Fekete tracks it back down, looks to the far side. Maddox Charles picks it back up, defended there, finds Fekete, but Fekete has it poked off his stick one more time. And RV is able to clear. Watch there by Fall Harbor. Handed off to Coveney. Coveney with the head up, gains some speed and works it through center. Dishes it back over to Fekete on the far side. Picked back up, and Aiden Owen's got it. Owen banks it hard off the boards. Puck is picked back by Fekete. Fekete back behind Bartholomew's cage. Moves it back over to the far side. Puck is knocked up and out of the zone. Long pass by Cooper Robinson. Robinson finds Aiden Owen, and Aiden Owen works his way in as he works past Strong, Devin Strong. As he's number 11. He's got a brother out there, Tyler. Keep an eye on him. Tyler is number 61. Fekete tries to work it in. Maddox Charles gets a stick on it, tucks it back up. Owen, as Aiden Owen's shot, and there, trying to glove that puck down was Fekete. You saw the DU game last night. DU's final goal that was scored in overtime was one almost like that. And there's Coveney Coveney hands it off. Puck is picked back up by Terosian. Works his way in past Savas goal. And all the way back as Warfield gets there. Warfield moves it up on the up over on the far side, and another jump ball as Galushka looking for it. And perhaps it was knocked up and out of play and into the Mustangs bench. So Valor Eagles versus RV Mustangs here early, 0-0, 13:36 to go as Savas Cole tries to chop it off the half boards. Walsh tips it, and Cole tracks it back down. Savas Cole back behind the cage, moves it back up the near side wall. Devin Strong can't get it out, and the puck stays in. Chasing it there was Warfield, but Walsh gets to it, hands it off. Galushko's shot, and the goal is right on the doorstep was Ben Larson. Larson on the near side tucks it in and scores. It is 1-0, and here we get another look at it as it was fed back over to Galushko. Galushko's shot, and Larson was on the side of the cage, and Bartholomew scrambling, unable to come up with the loose puck. And there you see Larson, and Larson tips it in with a nice little backhand as that puck almost bounced up and over his stick. So Larson scores. Galushko and Walsh will each get assists. So the game's and the season's first goal scored here at the 13-minute mark. It is 1-0. As Larson gets that goal, and Walsh and Galushko pick up assists. Galushko took the shot, Walsh fed it to him, and Larson picks up the rebound and puts it away, 1-0. As Valor looks to break out, Carter Charles with the long pass on the stick of Alfieri. Alfieri trying to dance through one as he gets stood up by Gabriel Kennedy, makes a good defensive play. But Carter Charles with the puck again. Charles looks straight ahead, Whitmore with the puck, and the shot, Jenkins on the doorstep. Jenkins protecting the puck, tries to spin around on the side of the circle. Puck comes back over to Aiden Owen. Aiden Owen loses an edge, but sends the puck down into the corner. Carter Charles back down low. Back to Carter Charles. As he had Alfieri down low, Aiden Owen takes the shot, big rebound. Charles has got it again, tucks it back over to Whitmore, but it's poked off his stick. Zach Short got the stick on it. The long pass just misses Carter Charles, who icing coming back Valor's way. So Valor with some good early pressure, and almost a second goal is that shot, and a big rebound that Bartholomew gave up. The rebound came back over to the near side. And so Blaine Keller will take the faceoff for the Mustangs as he has Cole Frankie sitting back behind him. But the puck is snaked away, and Maddox Charles with some poise moves it back over to the far side as it gets past Mitchell Crudo. Crudo into the corner, battling with Fecati. Fecati gets a piece of it, and the pass back is picked off, and Crudo has it. Crudo moves it back out to center as it gets past. As it gets passed over on the far side, puck is picked back up by Maddox Charles. Maddox Charles tries to drag it in. He had a man on his backside. That was Keller. Puck is moved back over to the far side. And Cole Frankie tries to work it off the left wing boards as he's met by Maddox Charles. Puck comes back over to the near side, and it's hoisted back to center as Jeremy Muir has time. Muir rifles one back over. Maddox Charles back up, and the give and go. As Barnes was looking back for Charles. Barnes tries to shake off Homer. Homer with the puck tapped by Charles and tipped in by Barnes. As Sinchev also goes for a line change, and the long pass past Terosian as well as Homer. As it goes the distance, Cooper Robinson was there playing it. And we'll just come back to the Valor end. As we also have Edward Chin, we should mention out there. Chin is a defenseman, I should say, on the bench right now. But we'll look to see some action here. As Brooks Wright tries to pick Sinchev's pocket from behind. Over on the far side, Saville Cole Trying to tip it back, but it's Morona that's got the puck. Morona guides it back up the wall as it bounces back over to the point, and then it's right on the blade of Brooks Wright. Wright is sprung. Bright brings it in, the backhander, and Bartholomew makes that save. Big play by Brooks Wright as Wright uses some hands there, and he worked his way past a couple. Alfieri sends a pass back up through the slot. Morona chasing back. Whitmore's got it. Whitmore chased down there by Sinchev. Puck is put back down into the near side corner. Cole's got it. Cole moves it back over to the far side, and thinking about it was LaGrange. LaGrange is stood up by Brooks Wright, applying some good pressure. The puck is softly put back out to center as Whitmore guides it back over, and Wright's got it again. Wright sends it in and now goes for a line change as Alfieri back down low, and the feed up high as it's intercepted and taken back by Clark over on the far side. Galushko holds him up, but Owen has time. Owen with some speed on his backhand moves it back over as he tries to sidestep one. Good defensive effort there by Tyler Strong. Puck comes back over to the far side. Larson's got it. Larson's shot deflected as it never got through, and dragging the puck back out and pulling it back over to the near side. Devin Strong takes the shot. Robinson knocks it down and will hold it there. For the whistle, we're at the 9:04 mark, and Valor's got a 1-0 lead here early in this first period on a goal that was scored by Ben Larson. Larson was right on top of it there as he gets his first goal. We talked about earlier, it was Carter Charles who really went on a tear at the end of the CPHL season. And Carter Charles, he's got his younger brother Maddox Charles up there on that top line, but it was Carter Charles and Jenkins that were getting goals there in that CPHL season. As over on the far side, fanning on one, but able to get it back on his blade was Kennedy, keeps it in for, and there's Kennedy again. Kennedy this time sends an indirect pass down into the corner, and Ladwig moves it back up, touched up by Strong, and bodies tumble in front of the Valor bench as the bouncing puck gets past Alexiev. Alexiev sends it back over to the far side, and the puck is hoisted back to center as Strong's got it. Devin Strong looks for his brother Tyler off of his stick. Walsh has it. Walsh. And Strong gets another stick on it. Belushko looking for it. Walsh sidesteps a check. And Devin Strong one more time walks in, but he's surrounded by 5 Valor players. Puck over on the far side as Walsh tips it back hard on the glass. Tarosian scoops it up and sends it back up. And it goes the distance as it gets past LaGrange. Thought LaGrange could have had that, but it's icing call, so it'll come back to our right-hand side. As we've got the 2-referee system, a couple linesmen here as well for these high school games. Evan Ryan will take the face-off for the Mustangs. And into the corner, bodying up is Braden Ware. Comes free, and it's Alfieri on the far side. Alfieri gets stood up, gathers the puck back in, but it was Crudo got enough of it. The puck comes back over to the near side. Carter Charles tries to tap it down into the corner. The puck is hoisted over to Rosian, guided by Robinson, and banked to Muir. Pass Muir, and Alfieri will pick it up. Alfieri taps it ahead, but getting there first is Spencer LaGrange. LaGrange moves it back out to center, and Valor tagging up, and Tarosian winds one around, takes a funny bounce. Jenkins was there. Alfieri has the puck with a pass in front, looking for Carter Charles. Poked free and back out to center. Pressuring is Zach Short, number 74 for the Mustangs. Puck over on the far side. Crudo has it. Mitchell Crudo signs it back over to the near side, but it bounced funny. Carter Charles was all alone as the rest of the Valor squad was going for a line change. Long pass goes the distance. Icing is waved off as Morona was the only one close to it. Banks it over to Whitmore, and Whitmore looking right goes up the boards and finds Barnes. Barnes back on the blade of Fecity. Fecity top of the circle. Far side poked free by Cole. Cole got a good stick on that. Otherwise, Maddox Charles was lurking over on the far side. As Barnes swing and a miss, puck is moved back out to center by Rodriguez. Barnes holds his man off. Maddox Charles tips it ahead, picks up the loose puck. Fitzhenry feed, Fekete shot, and what a save as Bartholomew went down. What a save, put a marker on that as Fekete got a beautiful pass from Charles. That was Maddox Charles. And it looked like Fekete was going to make it 2-0 as Whitmore taps it ahead and the defenseman brings it in. Whitmore tries to work it past Cole, picked back up over back behind by Warfield. Warfield held up over in this far side corner. Is able to wedge the puck up, and the fluttering puck comes all the way back out to Robinson. Robinson comes way out of the cage. Homer's there, sends one in, almost trying to catch Cooper Robinson way out of the goal. That looked like a soccer goal. And they hoist it up and over the goalie as Brooks Wright tries to tap it there. Homer's there, gloved down by Morona. Morona's got it back behind Cooper Robinson's cage. Sinchev watches him. Goes up the wall. Alfieri's got it. Works it past one. Guides it back over. Brooks Wright taps it down. Puts it back over on the far side. Cole spins away from pressure. But Brooks Wright is there. Aiden Owen steps in from this D position. Pushed off the puck. And the puck is sent back over to the far side as Alfieri pressures. And Aiden Owen with the puck. Sinchev watches him. Same with Cole. Sent back over to Coveney, and the shot goes up and off of Caleb Bartholomew's glove and out of play. 5:05 remaining in this first period, 1-0 Valor. As Valor putting on some good pressure, but a couple of opportunities here for the Mustangs. As Walsh steps in to take this, he's got Larson on one side. Puck is poked back over to Galushko, guided by Terosian into the near side corner. Alexiev holds his man up, and chasing the puck is Kennedy. Kennedy on the blade of Strong. Strong can't handle the bouncing puck, and Larson winds one around. Doesn't get deep, and the puck is moved back over on the far side. Stepping in from his deep position was Aiden Owen. Walsh has got the puck, and Walsh taps it back, but it's intercepted by Devin Strong one more time. Galushko with some good hands, taps it there. Aiden Owen cancels Strong, and Galushko's got the puck. Galushko with a pass back behind Larson. Picks up the loose change, and Galushko guides it back over this time. Larson's got it. Larson up high to Terosian. Down low to Walsh, and back to Terosian. Terosian drags it off the wall. Walsh finds it. Walsh, a little backhand feed. Alexiev has it, banks it off the wall, but Walsh reads it again, and on the far side, Larson looks for it. Larson holding off Kennedy. As Kennedy presses into the boards, Galushko's there, and with that strong stick, looking for Walsh. It was just behind the wickets. Galushko with a good play as Galushko frees up that puck. He goes for a line change. Walsh is left alone as Strong puts him to the ice, and now Tyler Strong's got it. Tries to clear it. Friendly fire. Finally, the puck is banked up back out to center. Morona's got it with 3:40 remaining. Mustangs making a line change back to Alfieri. He's got Charles in the middle. Spins off the check. Right in front. Charles was there with a slap shot. And what a play as the net came off the boards. And look at Bartholomew. He made a heck of a save as Carter Charles was over on that far side. And he winds up and takes the slap shot. Got a beautiful pass. Seam pass across the hashes. So Valor keeping the pressure on. 3:29 remaining in this first period. Another offensive zone faceoff. The right stick of Jenkins wins it. Tap back beyond Chen. Chen stretches for it, picks it back up, puts it in, and Valor has to wait and get back on sides. Trudeau moves it back over to the near side, and it's off of Zach Short's blade and goes the distance. So Valor with continuous pressure here late in this first period, leading 1-0 on Ben Larson's goal with that third line there, getting their first goal of the season. Ben Larson and the rest of the squad, rest of the line, all pick up assists on it. And picking up the puck on the far side is Cole Frankie. Frankie watched by Muir. Frankie drags it down into the corner, maintains control, hands it off. Rodriguez now battles Muir, and Muir shoulders him off. The loose puck comes back up to Frankie, but Alfieri reads the play. Crudo is back. Alfieri works it wide, sends it back over to the near side, and Jenkins was there. Alfieri danced through a couple. The puck is sent back in as Alfieri's got to go tag up. He'll go for a line change. Meanwhile, over on the far side, the puck is moved back up, but Rodriguez off of his stick. Dish back over to the red line and bounces back to Muir. Muir's got it, fans off of it as he held off Clark, though. Nicholas Clark could have had an opportunity there. Puck icing is waved off. Crudo chases. Jenkins is there. Jenkins checks Crudo off. And with Barnes with the puck. Barnes down deep. Tries to shovel it in on the far side with a backhander. And he's thwarted as Caleb Bartholomew holds the wall on the far side, making it, keeping it a one-goal game. It is 2:13 remaining in this first period. As you saw Barnes in deep. His backhand trying to put that one in. Puck comes back up to Aiden Owen. Owen off the wall. Maddox Charles looking for Barnes over on the near side. Barnes was all alone, but a good Mustang stick got in the way of that one as Fekete dishes it back down low. Puck comes back up high, and the play is read by Sinchev. Dylan Sinchev is able to get it back out to center. Maddox Charles on the march. Homer is there. Charles tips it back over to Fekete. And the loose puck on the blade of Maddox Charles. Bouncing puck. Charles frees it. Fekete puts the shot on. Charles with a backhander just in tight. Charles is buzzing in that slot area as he is back and forth tipping that puck. And good effort by Maddox Charles to keep that play alive, as well as Fekete. As that line continues to look for each other. Back down low as it's Coveney. Now he's got Alfieri sitting up against the wall. This was won by the Mustangs, and Savo Cole banks it off the boards to the near side. Whitmore's got it. Whitmore puts a shot on. Bartholomew slides and makes the save. Good motion right in front of you. See the play here as it comes back up to Whitmore. And I believe that was Alfieri, as Alfieri jumping in front of Bartholomew, trying to distract him and block him there. So puck comes back over as puck is tapped down and trying to hold the line and moving the puck out. Ballbear moves the puck back out to center. Ballbear gets tied up there by Whitmore, maintains it. Shot, goal as Devin Strong scores. Devin Strong comes in, picks up that puck, and Cooper Robinson was down. And if you look at Robinson looks like he's given away the far side of the cage, and Strong comes in and beats him stick side. So with 1:18 remaining in this first period, it's 1-1 as Devin Strong scores. And an assist is going to go to Fallbearer, as Fallbearer got that puck down into the Valor zone and lost the puck, but the loose puck was sitting there, and Devin Strong comes in to make it 1-1 here as he finds the top half of Cooper Robinson's stick side. Puck is moved back over to Belushko, so Belushko gathers it back up and motors in over on the far side on his backhand, watched by Ryan, and Belushko's sandwiched up against the boards. Moves it back over as Aiden Owen tried to keep it, play alive for Valor. The puck is scooped back out and sent in deep as Ware gets chased into the corner. Short is there as well. Short continues to battle, but Belushko comes away with the puck and finds Larson over on the far side. Larson is tipped off his stick and just offsides as Cooper Walsh was walking in. Owen Walsh, excuse me. I knew a Cooper Walsh at one point. I think it's his cousin. And so Andrew Jenkins will take this face-off. He's got Carter Charles and 27 seconds to work with, but it's Rodriguez with the puck. Rodriguez takes the shot, and that one goes off the crossbar. So just like that, Mustangs almost do it to Valor as Jenkins with the puck in the far side. Crudo defending. Puck comes back over to Aiden Owen in the final 8 seconds. It's Alfieri with a blind feed in front. Turnaround shot. Jenkins chops at it. Settled there. 2 seconds, and that's going to do it as the buzzer sounds. So after one, Valor leads virtually the entire period, getting a goal at the 13-minute mark. But Devin Strong scores one at the 118 mark of that first period, and that's where we end things here at the end of one. It is 1-1. I'm Manny Furtado for Shaw Hockey on the Valor Network. Glad you're joining us. We'll be back for the second period in about 15 minutes. Stay with us.
Sherbrooke.
And we are back for the start of the second period here from the South Suburban Ice Center, as Valor and Ralston Valley are tied 1-1. Cooper Robinson to my left and Caleb Bartholomew to my right as we are set to go here. And on the opposite side of the ice, it is the U14 Rocky Mountain Rough Riders taking on the Rampage. And the Shaws, Mike Shaw's son, Michael, is playing in that game, so got a little chance to watch Michael, and it is 0-0 in that game as Fekete is nailed into the boards by Keller over on the far side. Puck is held in, but only momentarily. Coming away with the puck and moving it out was Cole Frankie. Frankie is spilled to the ice, and on the fresh sheet of ice, Maddox Charles draws him in, sends a soft pass over to the far side. And up and almost out of play there was Terosian as he got put into the boards hard by Cole Frankie. Frankie looks for Aiden Owen. Here's the long pass off of Keller. Puck is picked back up by Maddox Charles and on the blade of Fekete. Fekete's shot off of Crudo's shin pad, and Crudo wincing as he is down. It was a snapshot that came off the blade of Fekete, and Crudo was hobbled a bit there as he got it right there where the padding isn't, perhaps right below the padding, right on the toe, and he is in some pain as he gets a helping hand there from Spencer LaGrange, his D partner out there. And so we're ready to go as Coveney steps in, and this one drifts over to the far side. It's picked up by Devin Strong. As that one whistles past Cooper Robinson. He watched that one go past him. As Whitmore tries to work it past, Coveney pins his man up to the boards, and the puck is worked up the boards. Back down. Here's a pass right through as Dylan Fallbear looking for his second assist of the game. Alfieri with the puck on sides, feeds it back over to Brooks Wright, and the shot is Brooks Wright. What a pass from Coveney, or Alfieri over on the far side. Alfieri tries to dish it back down into the corner. Coveney scrapes it off the ball, picks it back up, the backhand feed. Alfieri was there. Brooks Wright spinning away from some traffic, feeds it back over to Alfieri, poked off his stick, and the puck is hoisted back down to the Valor end. That's going to be an icing call here. Valor putting on some good pressure on this Mustang squad. And what a pass over on the far side we saw earlier, and Brooks Wright almost put that one away. That one was deflected before it got to Bartholomew's cage. As Bartholomew sets in, as Owen Walsh wins the one over to the walls. Cole tries to move it back there. Galushko's got it. Galushko with the backhander. Larson on the doorstep. So is Walsh, but they can't put it in. And Aiden Owen gets a backhander and keeps it back down along the end wall. Cole dishes it back over to the near side, but it's Muir who comes up with it. Muir's pass back over to Walsh. Walsh banks it off the inboards. Cole one more time with a no-look pass, and inexplicably it's sent right back into the zone by Clark. This time Clark gets another chance at it, poked off his blade. Walsh has it. Walsh stepping in. Cole watches him. Walsh's pass right through the slot. Banks over to the far side. Walsh awaits, and it's Larson with it one more time. Larson looking for his second goal of the game, gets tied up and spun around, and the puck is hoisted into the netting back into the near side corner. That was Walsh that was looking for that pass down low. And that third line continues to put good pressure on Lushko, Walsh, and Larson. And again, off the face-off over on the far side, and a good hustle play by Alfieri keeps it alive as it's moved over by Short back to the near side, and Kennedy's got it. Kennedy skips over short stick on the far side. Short heard some footsteps, and that was Larson, who we heard. As the puck bounces up, glove down by LaGrange, held in. Keller continues to chisel away as Homer enters the scene. Alfieri providing support down low. Morona somewhere tied up in between his wickets. Finally, LaGrange punches it back over to the far side. Crudo's got it. Crudo fans on the pass over to the near side. Alfieri kicks it to his stick, and he's got it as Carter Charles stays on. Backhand feed back over to Charles. Charles was stick checked from behind. Trying to get that pass up and over. Morona pulls it back. Morona, who had that game-winning goal versus Monarch in the CPHL championship about a month ago. Puck back behind Cooper Robinson's cage. Centering feed is knocked aside. Puck is picked back up and back over to Crudo. Crudo's got it. His shot off of Alfieri's stick. He picks it back up, and the backhander gets back out as it's offsides. Range was there, but he was outside of the blue line, so we've got 4 minutes into this second period, and we're still tied 1-1. Keller again, and this time he's got Frankie next to him, and Keller wins it forward and skates in as he races into the near side corner. Keller with the puck, trying to work it up the wall, holds his man off, guides it back over. Right on the doorstep was Rodriguez, and Brayden Ware had a real good look. The defenseman had a terrific look in on Cooper Robinson's cage, as it's Alfieri sends a soft pass over to the near side as Ladwig watches it there, back behind the cage. Whitmore's got it. Whitmore back behind, banks one off the near side corner boards, and now the Mustangs have Valor hemmed in. Another shot from the point, this time Rosian moves it back over to the far side as Maddox Charles reverses. This time Charles takes matters into his own hands, sends it back over, and it's reeled in by Fekete. Fekete, watched by Alexiev, peels it off the boards. Fekete banks it back down low, looks for the give and go. Rodriguez hands it off, and Keller's got it. Keller moves the puck back out to center, and Whitmore guides one in, and along the dasher board, Bartholomew right back at you is Bartholomew. Nobody knew nobody was at the point. That one goes for an icing call. You don't see that very often from a goalie, but for Bartholomew, read that play and quickly move the puck up and out of the zone. 5.5 minutes into this second period, 1-1 game. Valor and the Mustangs of Ralston Valley. And so Coveney one more time off the face-off. It's banked back behind, and Devin Strong with the puck. Strong's got his brother on the left-hand side. Takes it back up through center, and Strong stick checked by Brooks Wright. Gets it back, and the puck bouncing back over on the far side. Fallbear thought he had it. Past Coveney, and Tyler Strong with an attempt, but Aiden Owen with the puck. Aiden Owen stick check from behind, hands it off, and the shot side of the cage as Alfieri tries to work it back up the near side wall. Rolling puck goes the distance, and this will be icing as Strong sent it the distance. 6 minutes into this second period, and still 1-1. And so Cooper Walsh, or Owen Walsh, I've said that a couple of times, as Walsh moves it back up to the point, and Muir's got it. Muir with a shot, and that hits LaGrange, the defenseman, back. Walsh on the far side, and Walsh one more time with the backhand feed. He knew he had Larson lurking somewhere, and it's banked hard again by Nicholas Clark. This one, once again, sent 200 feet and another whistle, as the Mustangs have not been able to mount much here since the goal. It was scored by Devin Strong. And Walsh wins that faceoff. Galushko has it tapped off his stick. Glushko calls for it back, gets it, feeds it back over to the far side, and Larson's got his second, and this third line scores two as Larson gets a second, and Valor is up 2-1. So Larson got the first goal of the game, he gets a second one, and again, this line teams up as between Glushko and Walsh. There you see Walsh, a little backhand feed, and Glushko had all sorts of ice, and he's able to feed the puck over to Larson, and Larson doesn't miss from close quarters. It is 2-1. Larson from Glushko and from Walsh. And that goal was scored at the 10:30 mark of the first period. Carter Charles tries to work his way through. And it's Jenkins with the puck. Jenkins back up high with the shot. Whistles wide. Carter Charles and Jenkins playing out there with Alfieri. Backhand feed. Morona was there. Puck is tipped free. Chopped at. And the Mustangs try and advance over on the far side as it's Short with the puck. Short watched by Chen. Chen makes a good defensive play. Puck is moved back over into the wall. And a stick lifted timely. Calling for the puck is Alfieri. Feeds it off, gets it off his backhand. Forced back behind the line. Finds Jenkins. Jenkins fans on the pass. And Gabriel Kennedy with the puck on the far side. Kennedy with the head up. Takes the zone and puts one in deep as it skips the stick of Robinson. Loose puck comes back over to Jenkins. Jenkins can't hold it there, and it's punched back in by Keller. Morona retrieves. Finds Aiden Owen over on the far side, and Owen guides it back up. Carter Charles. Back to Jenkins. Jenkins tries to work it in deep. Rodriguez hassling him, and Keller comes up with the loose puck. Back over to the near side. Cole Frankie with it as Barnes chases Frankie. Frankie puts it all on the end boards. Aiden Owen holds off Rodriguez. Rodriguez gains position. Carter Charles is there. Rodriguez with the puck again. Rodriguez sidesteps one, takes the shot, and the bouncing puck is gloved down. Shot and goal! Scored as Keller picked that up out of nowhere. How did he find the back of Robinson's cage? Robinson had that side of the cage, and Keller comes up with the puck, and he puts it short side, stick low. And it is 2-2 as Keller picks up a loose puck and makes it 2-2 here at the 8:49 mark. So just as Valor thought they might be able to get some distance between them and the Mustangs come up with a big goal. That bouncing puck, and Robinson on that far side, that goes as an unassisted goal. As the puck dished back to Maddox Charles, Fekete tries to stay on, and Barnes with the puck on the far side. He's got Fekete posting up. Barnes rifles it back. Terosian without a lot of room. Cole swats at it and is able to get it, and the fluttering puck goes the distance, and icing is called one more time. So an unlikely goal like that at the far end. And this Mustang squad, who tied Regis yesterday 2-2, is opportunistic as Nick Spinder's gotten them believing, as they have been a bit of a thorn in Valor's side here. 2-2 with 8:22 remaining in the second period as Whitmore with the puck, watched by Strong. Cole gets a stick on it, moves it back over to Strong. Muir steps into that. The puck comes back over to the near side and moved back up by Warfield. Warfield, number 41, the defenseman over on the left-hand side. Now he moves over to the far side as Cole takes away his spot. Cole mishandles, picks up the puck and sweeps it back in. Whitmore glances over the shoulder, sauces one to Muir, and Muir hands it off to Coveney. Coveney with some speed works it back over to the far side as Warfield gets there one more time, and up ahead of the puck there was Fallbearer. The puck never came to him, and Coveney's got it. Coveney with the shot, glances off of Bartholomew and up and into the netting. 7:40 remaining, 2-2 in this second period. It's 2-2. As we saw Coveney over on the far side, as he got a good look in on Bartholomew. Bartholomew adjusts the headgear as he took that one off the noggin. Walsh one more time going up against Homer. Walsh kind of inching in on that. And Walsh wins it back over to the wall, but LaGrange sends a backhander off of Sinchef's blade. And with time and a backhand feed there is Nicholas Clark, gathered in by Aiden Owen. Owen up to Larson, glances off of him. Back to Owen. Owen puts it in, winds around. Crudo was there. LaGrange with the backhand moves it back up, but Galushko was there to keep it alive. Walsh with a little head fake as the puck stripped off his stick. Puck is moved back, and icing is waved off. Clark chasing. Cooper Robinson there, and he sends it into the far side corner as Morona gets a piece of it. Walsh along the shelf line. Aiden Owen whips it around back over to the near side, and this time Larson will touch things up, and Valor tries to set things back up over on the far side. LaGrange is there from his deep position, pressuring, and Walsh gets tied up as Valor having some trouble getting this puck out. It's Sinchef with the puck, and the pass up through the middle, but Galushko got an active stick. As it goes off Larson's stick, Larson goes for a line change. Walsh tries to keep the play alive. Crudo with the backhand. Morona's got it. Morona, the defenseman, in tight as he takes that shot. Another save by Bartholomew. And Walsh continues to battle Homer. Crudo with the puck. Moves it back over to the far side. And the puck is held in by Tarosian, but only momentarily. Tarosian guides it back over to Morona. Morona will resettle things. Loses the puck. It's Clark with it. Clark's backhand misses wide. As that uncharacteristically, Valor gives up the puck and ices the puck as Nicholas Clark found himself all alone, but he was on his backhand on the left-hand side on Cooper Robinson, and he really couldn't square up and get a good look at Robinson's cage. He just missed the far side, though. And so Jenkins will step in to take this face-off, going up against Nevin Ryan. Ryan tries to hold him off. His short was there. The puck is sent along the shelf line back over to the near side. Whitmore's back up to Alfieri, guides it back down to Jenkins. Jenkins has had some open ice, but he sends it open and above Bartholomew's glove. Jenkins bodies up Alexiev. Short comes up with it, and he gets tripped up, and he's going to the boxes. Jenkins. So Ralston Valley with a 2-2 game gets their first power play. Valor had one in the first. This is RV's first, and Jenkins goes for a tripping call. So the Mustangs with a opportunity here. They haven't put much on Cooper Robinson in this second period, but now they have an opportunity as Rodriguez sends it back over, held up by Cole. Cole watched by Barnes, back to Rodriguez, back to Cole. Cole shot, and it goes up and over Cooper Robinson's glove. Robinson was down, and Valor sends it up and out into the bench of RV, and so the face-off. Was it tipped by an RV stick? Apparently was. So the faceoff comes out of Valor's end. And so Alfieri steps in. Feckety's going to take this faceoff as he's going up against Keller. Top line centers as Fekety tries to win it back. Aiden Owen takes Rodriguez out. And that was a dangerous play here as Rodriguez was coming in. Didn't see Aiden Owen, and Owen. Let's see if there is a penalty here, and the referees are conferring. And Aiden Owen, I don't think we have a replay on this, but he came and took out Rodriguez. Rodriguez is dangerous. Rodriguez had scored a couple of goals versus Valor, and that was in the CPHL season. He picked off a couple of pucks and scored 2 goals, and so Aiden Owen is going to the bench, and the referees are having an extended conversation about this. As Jenkins is in the box right now, and the Mustangs have a power play. And so the referees look back, and they might not have seen it, so they asked the linesman what they saw. And George Gwozdecki is going to get a explanation as well. And so that is a 5-minute major. And so Aiden Owen goes for 5 minutes here at the 5:04 mark. So this is a critical penalty, especially it comes with a minute 33 remaining in Jenkins' penalty. So it'll be a 5-on-3 for a minute 33. And then the Mustangs will be on the power play, assuming they, and again, with a 5-minute major, you can score as many times, and that penalty does not come off the board. And you remain on the power play. So virtually, in fact, the entire balance of this second period, the Mustangs will be on the power play as Fekete takes his man down. And I think the referees are like going 5-on-3 is enough here at this point. Puck over on the far side. Morona pressuring, but RV is able to come up with the puck, and they move it back over. It's LaGrange with it. Looks for the shot, and Cooper Robinson snags that one out of the air and holds it with the glove hand as he hangs on. And so, interesting times here for Valor with 2 men in the box, and Aiden Owen, one of their top defensemen, if not the top defenseman, is in the box as Keller holds his man off, and RV with the puck sends it back up, back over to the near side. It's Kennedy with it. Kennedy with the left-handed stick over on the far side. Opening up was Alexiev, but Kennedy dishes it back down low to the near side. It's Rodriguez with the puck. Rodriguez takes a no-look shot and gloves it back down. Rodriguez with those good hands guides it back over to the top. Alexiev with the puck fires it back over to the far side. The shot by Keller is deflected off of Walsh. Mustangs move it back with this 5-on-3. They take the shot from distance, and Robinson is there. Mustangs have been playing with the puck back up high. Surprisingly, they're not moving it down low and getting Cooper Robinson, trying to move him from side to side. As a bit of an umbrella move here for Nick Spinder. So he's got 26 seconds of 5-on-3, and then Jenkins will be out of the box. We'll see what Jenkins does. I suspect he will head to the bench, but let's see what Coach Gwozdecki has for him. So off the faceoff, Fekete tries to win it as Tyler Strong drags the puck back over to the far side. Kennedy's got it. Kennedy moves it back up to the point. It's Alexiev with lots of ice. Back over to Kennedy. Kennedy shot right on the doorstep. Chop it away. Shot goal. And it's scored with 10 seconds remaining in the first power play. And so getting that goal was Strong, and that is Devin Strong gets his second goal of the game, and it is 3-2 RV. So Devin Strong on the power play scores, making it 3-2 at the 3:41 mark. And as we get another look at it, Cooper Robinson was down. Devin Strong found himself over on the far side, and he tucks that away. So now this is what we were talking about, is that 5-minute penalty now has 3:27 and counting on it. There's 3:30 remaining in the game clock. And RV brings the puck in, and Strong rifles it around over to the far side. Fekete tries to hold his man off. Tyler Strong taps it back down into the corner. And it's whipped around by LaGrange, back down low. Devin Strong watches it. Alfieri is there, as well as Cole Frankie. Strong steps back in, tries to come up with the puck, and Morona's got it. Morona sends the puck all the way back down to Bartholomew's cage. Bartholomew moves it back up against the wall, and Fekete was there as he takes out Tyler Strong. Cole Savo was there, and Muir was taken off as Fekete. And Alfieri losing a glove there was Devin Strong. Strong picks up his puck stick again. Muir avoids the check. Alfieri pokes it free, and it comes back out to center ice. Keller with the puck and 2:28 remaining in the 5-minute major. If the Mustangs can score a goal here, they'll be up by 2 entering the 3rd period. Keller bringing it in, feeds it back over to Rodriguez in his backhander. As Robinson goes down, Rodriguez was looking for the 5-hole. And a quick little bang-bang play like that, and the Mustangs would be up by 2. They've got an offensive zone face-off with 2:16 remaining in the power play, 2:24-second differential as Rodriguez guides it back over to Alexiev. Alexiev holds it there, finds Rodriguez, far side, being tight, spin around shot as they were looking for Kennedy. Kennedy had snuck in from his D position. Tarosian races into the corner, gets enough of it, and sends it the distance. As Bartholomew helps things out. Alexiev watched by Larson, and Homer calls for it. Homer's got it on his blade, takes it into the zone, sends it back to the point. It's Rodriguez with it. Rodriguez loses the handle, recovers, and sends it into the vacant corner over on the far side. Keller racing with Tarosian. And Valor gets to it, and Muir with enough muscle gets the puck back out over to the near side. There's Alexiev with the long pass right on the blade as Savo Cole has it. Cole takes a shot, and boy, he put one right on Cooper Robinson, who has to be alert. As Savo Cole one more time over on the far side. Puck is punched back out to center, and it drifts down into the Mustang zone. Homer winds one around. Morona's got it. Morona walking in, looking for the doorstep. The shot again by Brooks Wright. Wright just misses as he had an opportunity to tie this game up as Morona's shot was deflected. Wright had a golden opportunity. Back to live action. Morona guides one around the boards, picked up by Whitmore. Whitmore in tight, got tied up, and LaGrange with the puck. LaGrange fires it back over to the near side. And Cole, with some time, finds LaGrange. Final 34 seconds remaining in this 2nd period. As Devin Strong races to get there. Back as he battles with Whitmore. Puck comes back over to LaGrange. LaGrange trying to work out of the corner. Whitmore tries to tie him up, and a pair of 11s joust on the near side. As Devin Strong gets tied up with Morona, and we've got a holding penalty. And I believe it's going to be, is it going to be on Morona or is it going to be on Strong? I think it's going to be on Morona. And so, and who is it? I think it's going to be on Strong now. And it is on Strong. So Valor will have a power play heading into the 3rd period. They still could get a goal here on the power plays. They've got an offensive zone face-off. So apparently Morona was tied up with Strong, but it was Devin Strong that held on to Morona. So with 8 seconds remaining in this 2nd period, Devin Strong goes to the box.
Ralston, Valor, Kennedy, number 11, Devin Strong, equivalent ran for holding. Down to penalty, 16 minutes and 48 seconds in the 2nd period.
And so 2 minutes up on the board. Valor's got an offensive zone face-off in 12.4 seconds remaining in this period. So Aiden Owen is just about ready to come out of the box as he has got his hand on the door over there. As Muir's shot is deflected, but he races back. And there is Tarosian, and Aiden Owen is back on the ice with the final 3 seconds. Crudo with the puck. Sends it along the end boards, and that'll do it. So after 2, it is the Mustangs leading by 1, 3-2, as we enter that period with a 1-1 game, with 1-1 score. But Larson made it 2-1. Keller came back with a shot to make it 2-2, and then Devin Strong with the power play goal makes it 3-2, and that's where we stand. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for the 3rd and final period. This is Manny Furtado for Shaw Hockey on Valor Network. Glad to have you on board. We'll be back for the third period.
Christian starts the third period with 1 minute and 46 seconds remaining on the power play.
And welcome back for the third and final period as Valor has a power play now. They've got 1:32 on it. And with the puck down low is Alfieri. Alfieri fires it back up high. It was Fekete has it poked off his stick. And Cooper Robinson comes back. The puck is picked up by Clark. Clark is stymied there by Aiden Owen. Dangerous play as Cooper Robinson came all the way out and lost an edge there on this fresh ice. Puck is on the backhand of Fekete. Fekete takes it into the zone and works it as Rodriguez watches him. Fekete curls away from pressure. Back up high to Aiden Owen. The shot, and Bartholomew swallows that one up and doesn't give a rebound. So Valor trailing by 1 here in this third period. And so Walsh will take the face-off. That's Owen Walsh, not Cooper. And off that face-off, Galushko with some, puts his skates up against that board and keeps that play alive for Valor as it's Barnes with the puck as he taps it back down to Walsh. Walsh sidesteps one, takes the shot, deflects off a shin pad. And again, Barnes peeling off the wall, looking for a man on the far side. Galushko races in and picks it up on his backhand. Galushko back behind Bartholomew's cage. Finds straight ahead is Morona back over to Walsh. Walsh's shot, and it goes off of another boot and getting back up. That's Crudo. Was that the second one he's taken? Meanwhile, Morona banks it along the boards. And right in front is Brooks Robinson looking for it. Hoisted out, touched up with the high stick. And finally, it's punched back by the Mustangs, held in. Brooks Robinson fakes wide, sends it over to the far side. Galushko with the puck and drags it back out to center as Devin Strong is back on out of the penalty box. And offsides on the near side as Walsh was bringing it in. So Valor unable to connect on the power play. They trail by 1 with 2 minutes into this third period. Mustangs, who tied up Regis yesterday, looks to upset Valor here. They've got 15 minutes to do it. As Whitmore sends it back over to Muir. Punched in. Fekete takes a shot. This one goes off the corner boards. And Whitmore again as he jousts with Short. Puck is dragged back out to center and on the blade of Kennedy. Kennedy holds up there as he works east to west, takes the shot, and it glances off of Cooper Robinson's glove. As the puck comes back over as Ryan wasn't able to get much on that, but he had an opportunity stepping in from the far side as Warfield. Warfield's shot. Maddox Charles tries to get a piece of it. Puck is kept in by Kennedy. And Maddox Charles tracks back, picks up the puck, guides it back. Kennedy touches it up, and Short with the tries to center it back over to Kennedy, and Kennedy had a chance. Maddox Charles is pickpocketed one more time by a heavy forecheck by Zach Short. Zach Short continues to work on Maddox Charles into the corner. Kennedy is there. They're looking for Cole back up high. Bodies tumble, and the puck flutters back out. Coming up with the puck, here comes Larson. Larson's got Fekete, feeds it back, but it's back behind Fekete. Larson goes head over heels. The puck sent back down to Cooper Robinson. Almost like a delayed call there. Finally, the icing call. So Valor gets an offensive zone face-off here. As Larson had an opportunity earlier trying to find Fekete, and that was a great opportunity for Valor, but they weren't able to connect on that. Puck is poked back out to center as Alexiev puts it in deep. Cooper Robinson gets into the action. Aiden Owen pressured by Cole Frankie, and Rodriguez pokes it back in with some urgency. Brooks right back over to Alfieri. Alfieri on the far side. His pass got hung up. Terosian's got it. Terosian sends a shot in as Alfieri was trying to get a stick on it. Frankie was there on the far side. Pokes it back, held in by Aiden Owen. Owen puts it into the corner. Alfieri stretches for it. And puck comes back over. Alexiev has time. He banks it off the boards and I think it hit the referee there. Brooks Wright winding his way into the zone. Wright. Alexiev is there. Alexiev gets a piece of it. Matching 7 on the far side. Aiden Owen takes a chance and the puck comes free. Coming back over to Cole Frankie. Frankie's shot fought off by Cooper Robinson. Meanwhile, Brooks Wright gets it back up to Jenkins. Jenkins snakes it away. Devin Strong there. Strong, backhander over to the far side. Looks for his brother Tyler. Pass back on the stick of Fallbearer. Fallbearer's got some time. Hands it off to Devin Strong. Shot just misses stick side. Looking for that same shot that he scored on in the first period. This time Whitmore's got it. Whitmore banks it hard. Glove down by Carter Charles and a nice no-look feed back over to Jenkins. Jenkins stick check there by Fallbearer. Carter Charles looks for it. Fallbearer got to it first. Whitmore. Morona. Tipped in. Chasing is Barnes. Crudo was there. Challenged is Morona. Steps in from his D position. Meanwhile, the bouncing puck comes back over to the near side corner. Crudo with Charles. Charles coming up with the puck over on the far side as LaGrange battles Carter Charles. Charles putting on some good pressure. The one-man band over there as Fallbearer is pressed up against the boards by Barnes. Devin Strong looking for it. Fekete sticks his nose in there. The puck is swept back to the Valor end. 11-17 remaining in this third period as Fekete waiting for the puck. Cole punches the puck back. Whitmore gathers it back in, and Morona's got it. Looking for Fekete. Fekete touches it up as he's got a man on his backside. That's Warfield. Continuing to pressure was Sinchev. And the loose puck comes back over. Aiden Owen takes a flyer, and Bartholomew answers with the glove. 10:49 remaining. Valor trails by 1 as they keep the pressure on, but it's the Mustangs that have the lead. And we finally have a little music coming out of the scores box. I don't know that we've had music here this evening. Good to have it. It's been a little bit quiet here in the arena. Back over to Aiden Owen. Owen fires one back into Maddox Charles. Walsh with the puck. With a stick check from behind, sends it hard off the boards on the far side. Clark tries to exit it. Puck is swept back in by Kovney, or by Ladwig. And Maddox Charles racing in. Aiden Owen is there. Maddox Charles with the puck. Tries to work it back up. Cooper as Walsh has it. Walsh takes the shot. And Walsh with the puck on the near side. And back over to Walsh. Walsh guides it back down. Maddox Charles challenged by Savo Cole. Gives it away. Fekete's got it off the stick of Walsh. Walsh was coming in and he was moving one way. The puck was going the other way. The puck just bounces off his stick. And there in a familiar spot was Fekete. Fekete picks up the puck, but his shot is stymied there as he was checked hard by Ware. Short with the puck one more time. Backhands it into the far side corner. Terosian's got it. Terosian tries to move it. Short continues to put on good pressure when he's out there. Puck back over to Muir with 9:27 remaining in this third period. Kennedy on the forecheck. Larson guides it up the wall. It gets past everyone. Icing is waved off, and Alexiev has time. Alexiev back behind the cage, moves it back over to the far side, and Kennedy reverses. Met by Larson. Kennedy makes a move, works it up, back through center ice. Terosian was there, and Larson gets back. Larson, a pass over to the far side. Carter Charles overskates momentarily. Galushko kicks it to the blade, and it's swept back out to center. Beyond the reach of Ryan, coming up with it is Whitmore. Whitmore with some speed, takes it into the zone. Whitmore takes the shot. Bartholomew makes the save. Puck comes back over, and Galushko tries to tap it back into the corner. Swept over to the far side. Whitmore is there, but holding it there is Cole Frankie, and with some patience, sends it back to his defenseman back behind. Frankie calling for it. Where is there? Puck comes back out to center. And Frankie holding it there. Guides it back over. Carter Charles has some open ice. Charles finds Galushko. Galushko's shot goes off of LaGrange. Carter Charles with the puck again. Rodriguez intercepts and starts things up for the Mustangs. Moves it back over, and offsides was Cole Frankie. 8:07 remaining. 3-2 Mustangs lead Valor. And so this face-off just in front of Coach Gwozdecki. As he peers in and gets a good look at it. That is for Terosian with the puck. Moves it back over, and it's hoisted back up high by LaGrange. Poked free. And the backhand feed, stepping in. Cooper Robinson makes a big save, and there was Rodriguez. Rodriguez was fed a nice play, nice puck over on the far side. As a little backhand feed, Rodriguez had it on his blade and on his forehand. Cooper Robinson goes down low and makes the save. 7:52 remaining. Valor needs a goal to tie. And looking to spring Alfieri over on the far side. Crudo was there. Hung up by Aiden Owen. Touched up Brooks Robinson. As Brooks Robinson delivers a reverse check. Coveney with the puck. Coveney guides it back over as Aiden Owen pressing in from his deep position. Puck right in front. Aiden Owen back behind the cage. Aiden Owen looking for that puck. Spins away from LaGrange. Feeds it back over to Coveney. Poked free as Aiden Owen is a one-man band down low. Puck over on the half boards. Crudo gets tied up with Aiden Owen. Puck is hoisted but not out. Brooks Wright keeps it alive. Alfieri with the puck. He's got Coveney in tight. Brooks Wright was right there. I think I've said that a couple of times here. And Terosian back over to Wright. Wright has it snaked off his stick, and all alone, here comes Strong. Strong with the shot, and Robinson, save of the game. Robinson, another save. That's 2 in a row. The Mustangs keeping the pressure on. Terosian with the puck, moves it back over to the far side, held in by Warfield. And we're down to 6:36 remaining in the contest. As Whitmore loses the puck to Strong. Strong moves it back along the half wall, and the shot is held on there by Robinson. Robinson made a heck of a save. He made not one but two. Here you see Robinson squaring up as that puck shot from the half boards. And Robinson holds on, giving his team a chance. It's a one-goal game with 6:23 remaining. So Fekete steps in to take this face-off. Homer was there, and Maddox Charles with the puck moves it back over to Walsh. Walsh loses it momentarily. Tried to gather it back in. Here comes Homer. Homer with the shot. It deflected. Cooper Robinson sprawling for it. Whitmore's got it. Whitmore sends it back over to Walsh. Walsh on the march over on the far side as he is watched there by Warfield. And the puck comes back over to the near side, and Cole's got it. Cole moves it back up ice into the Valor zone. Watched by Fekete. Cole takes it down, looks for the wraparound. Loose puck. Muir's got it. Muir back up to the point, deflected up and into the scorer's box. 5:45 remaining in the contest as Valor trailing by 1. And they are pressing, and this faceoff will come deep into the Valor zone. So Valor's got to go nearly 200 feet. Here is Galushko, sets up versus Nevin Ryan. Every faceoff counts as the loose pucks comes free, and there is Aiden Owen as Owen is tied up with Short. Meanwhile, Larson's with the puck. Larson with the puck, and a backhander goes up and over the cage. Muir's got it. We've got a delayed call as Valor's going to go on the power play with Galushko and into the corner. Finds Larson. Larson drags it back up high. Muir with it. Back to Larson. With some extra time, it's Galushko. The shot, and Bartholomew comes way out. Bartholomew came way out as Galushko got a shot in. And a good work by Valor as Valor got some extra power play time as they had brought on the extra player. There you see Galushko. He separates himself, and Bartholomew cuts off the angle. So 5:18 remaining as Short goes to the box. And the game's first third period power play goes to Valor. It's their third of the game. Short goes for a trip. And this one at the 5:18 mark.
Valor Christian takes a timeout.
And so Valor Christian takes a timeout as Coach Gwozdecki huddles the troops around as he's got 5:18 to work with. And a 2-minute power play here as Short is in the box.
The final score from the Power Field of Mile in the 5A State Championship football game this afternoon. Final score was Cherry Creek 24 and Valor Christian 17.
So they just announced the score of the state high school football championship. And Cherry Creek defeats Valor 24-17 in that. So let's set the stage for you here. 5:18 remaining in this third period. Valor trails by a goal. As Short is in the box, so Alfieri, Fecati, Coveney, Aiden Owen, Maddox Charles, all out there for Valor. And Savo Cole on defense, along with Rodriguez at center, Alexiev, and number 23, Dylan Fallhaber. And off the faceoff, tap back over to the point. Aiden Owen with the puck. As he settles, moves it back over to Coveney on the near side. Seam pass to the far side. As Maddox Charles leaves it there. And the shot, the drive from Aiden Owen, almost tipped in front. Maddox, as Fecati's got it one more time. Fecati on the near side boards, finds Aiden Owen. Owen's shot right in front. Maddox Charles, what a save by Bartholomew. How did he save that? Maddox Charles was on the far side with a gaping net, and Bartholomew is able to, no, it was a defenseman's stick that makes the play. Let's see if we can see that again. What a play, as Maddox Charles had an open net to shoot at, and Valor had the game-tying goal in their sights but unable to connect. What a defensive play. 1:31 remaining in the power play. Back to Aiden Owen. Aiden Owen looks for a lane, and the loose puck in front as Bartholomew made the initial save with the glove. But it goes back down and in tight. Here you get a good look. A lot of traffic in front of Bartholomew as you see him fight it off, that puck down low. And you see how he's stretching back behind himself. He doesn't know exactly where that puck is. It was back behind him, and he falls on it. So another face-off deep inside the zone, and this time the Mustangs are able to punch the puck the distance. So Valor with 1:15 remaining in the power play. It's Aiden Owen. He'll take matters into his own hands as he shakes off the forecheck, guides it back over to Alfieri. Alfieri right in tight, and the puck comes back over to Fecati. Fecati guides it back up to Coveney. Fecati with the puck on the edge of the circle. With some patience, looks down low, looks for Alfieri. Puck is poked free, and it's swatted back over to the near side. Coveney moves it up the wall, and Aiden Owen banks it back to Coveney, looking for the give and go. It's not there. Fecati back up high. Aiden Owen hesitates, back over to Maddox Charles. Maddox Charles from the dot in tight. Fecati with the puck. Fecati takes the shot, and the loose puck is picked up by Alfieri. Alfieri back over to Aiden Owen. Fecati finds Maddox Charles, the shot! The goal! Maddox Charles this time with Mustangs sprawled on the ice. Maddox Charles scores the power play goal. He is redeemed as coming back over. Maddox Charles with some patience. Boy, that kid's got moxie. What a goal by Maddox Charles, and he makes it 3-3 as Valor ties things up with 3:44 remaining. And so the power play proves effective here as Maddox Charles makes it 3-3. And that kid, he's got hands. And what a play, as he had another opportunity earlier, and if it wasn't for just an incredible Mustangs defensive effort, it would be 4-3. Meanwhile, Larson tries to move it past LaGrange, and LaGrange does a nice job hoisting the puck back to the Valor blue line. Morona with some pressure on him, moves it back up to the red stripe. Gets past LaGrange, Crudo's there. Furtado moves it back out to center, and Galushko to a little backhand feed, looks for Whitmore. Strong was pressuring him, and Larson with the puck on the far side. Guides it back up to Carter Charles. Carter Charles looks for Morona. Puck is poked free, and the Mustangs move it back out to center. With the puck, working his way in. Paul Hauber takes himself off sides, and the referee makes the call, and Devin Strong doesn't agree with it. 2:53 remaining in the contest. We're tied 3-3. And so the face-off in front of the Valor fans here, just outside the blue line of the Valor zone. So off the face-off, tapped by Maddox Charles, back over to Terosian, and the pass trying to catch up to it was Walsh. Owen Walsh into the corner, ridden into the boards by Alexiev. As Alexiev keeps the pressure on, gets some help from Maddox Charles. Maddox Charles able to poke it free. Aiden Owen back down low for the defenseman. As Walsh back over to Charles. Terosian takes the shot, deflected again! And a shot almost reminiscent of the earlier one. Maddox Charles had another opportunity. He is lurking on that far side. This time Aiden Owen. A hard off of Cole Frankie's shin pad. Puck comes back over to Fekete. Fekete had some trouble trying to pick up that puck. Maddox Charles runs out of space, and the loose puck. Keller looking back over to Rodriguez, who recoils. Rodriguez sends it back over to the near side. Mid-ice boards with 1:52 remaining. Fekete on the march. Fekete walks it in. Rodriguez has it as Terosian backpedals there. Terosian comes back and makes the play, sends the puck up ice just beyond Walsh. And so it'll be an icing call with 1:39 remaining in this third period. Valor's got a defensive zone face-off. And so face-off just in front of us, and just to the left-hand side of Cooper Robinson, as Muir motors around the net on the far side. Puck is held in by Crudo. Nice job, but it ricochets back out as Clark punches it back in. Cooper Robinson getting into the action. Guides it around over to the far side. Sinchev puts it into the corner. Homer holds off his man. And the pass back up through the slot as Brooks Wright has it. Wright tied up by Clark. Coveney. And Homer one more time sends it back in deep as Robinson lets Morona handle it. Morona loses it. There it is. As Sinchev is there. Sinchev tries to feed it back in front. Alfieri rescues the puck and sends it back over to center ice. LaGrange holds off his man. Coveney's got it. Coveney gets tied up by Devin Strong. And Crudo moves it back into the corner. Strong tries to send it back out. Morona gloves it back down. Morona finds a man over on the far side. It's Wright, twisting pass. Crudo can't handle it. Bouncing puck comes back over to Wright. Wright's shot deflected. Morona's got it. Morona tied up there by Tyler Strong. And the final 27 seconds. Valor continues to try and free that puck. And a high shot there by LaGrange. Meanwhile, the puck guided back over to the far side. Alfieri's got it. He's got 13 seconds remaining as he glances up at the clock. The long pass beyond the reach of Whitmore. Whitmore stretches for it. Strong swats at it. Loose puck comes back over. Whitmore puts it in deep as the buzzer sounds. There is Owen Walsh. And so we've got overtime coming up, and we've got a 5-minute overtime awaiting us. 3-3 Valor and the Mustangs here go to overtime in this first game of the season. At least for Valor. Mustangs have already played a game. They played yesterday versus Regis and tied them 2-2. They've got Valor here with tie game here going into an overtime. So and we've got a quick break as both teams huddle around their respective benches. Nick Spinder, the Arvada product, played his hockey at RV as well. Spinder on one side, and Coach George Gwozdecki.
37-21 favor of Valor Christian.
And so we've got 5 minutes up on the board. 5-on-5 hockey. Here for this final fourth period here. And the overtime period starts out with the puck dumped in. Cooper Robinson touches it. Cole Frankie peels off. Keller is there, and the long pass back over to Fekete. Picks it back up, and Fekete motors ahead as he sees some open ice. Feeds it back over to Barnes. Barnes goes hard into the boards awkwardly. Alexiev yields, and the puck is banked off the boards. And trying to settle it was Keller. Rodriguez is there. Cole Frankie tries to pick that puck up, and Aiden Owen's got it. Owen tries to exit the zone, but it's Keller who's got the puck. Keller with the puck back down low, feeds it, knocked off by Tarosian. Tarosian stretches for it, and Tarosian works his way out over on the near side as Fekete in the center. Fekete looking for a man on the far right-hand side. The shot is Barnes' shot just whistles wide. And one more time, it's Whitmore with the puck. As Brooks Wright draws in Rodriguez. Now he sends it hard off the mid-ice boards. And Sava Cole tipped it there. Alfieri with it, with Cole in front of him. Moves it back into the corner. Alfieri with a no-look pass as Wright's shot. Wright had a good look in there. Wright sets up at the top of the circle. It's Coveney's pass, looking for Whitmore on the near side. Coveney edges his man off. And the puck is punched back out to in front of the Valor bench. It's Morona to Whitmore. Pass, Tyler Strong. Banked off the boards. Coveney. Morona one more time loses the puck there. Sends it back down, and Alexiev's got it. Alexiev with a pass. Picked off by Valor, and they'll punch it back in as they go for a line change. Mustangs have time. Strong up ahead of the play. Banks it back over to the far side. Aiden Owen behind Bartholomew's cage. LaGrange with a backhand over to the near side. Galushko loses an edge. Sinchev is there, and off the glove of Mirror onto the stick back over to Clark. Clark is tied up by Aiden Owen as he cancels him. Morona guides it back over to the far side. Punch back to behind Cooper Robinson's cage with 2:26 remaining in this overtime period. Homer was there applying pressure on the far side. The puck is picked off as the shot deflects. Never got through. Galushko with the puck, sensing the pressure. Guides it back and looks to send it back over to Walsh. Walsh over to the far side. It's Larson with the puck. Larson loses the handle as Crudo has it, moves it back up ice to Homer. Homer with some open ice on the far side, takes the shot, it whistles high up and over Robinson's cage and ricochets back out to center. Crudo back to gather it back in as that rolling puck here. The ice is a bit choppy now as the puck is guided back up. Tarosian gets a piece of it, but coming up with it is Frankie. And the shot scores! As Cole Frankie takes the shot and scores and celebrates in front of the Valor bench. The Mustangs win in overtime, 4-3. Frankie picks up that puck and he finds the back of Robinson's cage. As Frankie picks up the loose puck, he was 1-on-3. Takes it back over to the far side, gets beyond Morona, and finds the cage as he had Robinson moving from left to right. And Cole Frankie scores, making it 4-3 in overtime. What a goal by Frankie as he stuns Valor in the first game of the season here as he scores with 1:38 remaining in this overtime period. Final score, the Ralston Valley Mustangs defeat the Valor Christian Eagles 4-3 in overtime. I'm Manny Furtado for Shaw Hockey. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back for the next game. Final score 4-3, RV over Valor. Good night.
Final score, Mustangs 4, Eagles 3. Thank you for attending this evening here at the South Suburban Sports Complex, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to both teams on a very well-played contest. Please drive safely on your way home, and God bless.